All right, so in recent news,
Dun, 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 dun.
Google Stadia.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Shocked Pikachu face.
People at home are like, what? What's that?
Stadia. Floating on thin ice, guys.
Oh, snap.
Underperforming.
Give me the T.
Underperforming. Lack of games. Lack of titles.
Lack of titles.
You ain't got no games on your phone?
Damn.
And cloud issues.
Yikes.
Shaking my head.
I mean,
It's not what you want to hear.
what? Yeah, that's right. I mean, is this something you want to? Is this something you see when you go ahead and buy it? 129.
129.
129.
That's not bad. You got consoles for $500
Well,
out here.
controller. You get a controller and a Chromecast.
Well, before we start talking more about that, could you educate some people who may not know about it, who may not be as up to date about it? What exactly is Stadia?
So Stadia is Google's cloud service game platform that they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You get a controller, you get a Chromecast, and you can download games, and you can start playing them anywhere on your phone,
Right there at any place.
on your TV. Right,
Portable.
It's all dealt with your internet.
Yeah.
So there's no console, there's nothing, no discs, no nothing like that. It's all internet. Now they're doing what On Live back in the day was doing. I mean, they On Live devoted themselves to do cloud-based gaming. Had some issues, a lot smaller titles in their library, but some people, there's actually a good fan base that really loved On Live. It was cool to watch. It was cool to see, but that's long and gone now. It's Google's turn.
That was like a decade ago. Oof.
Probably. Google's Google. They're trying to take over. So my thing is, will Stadia survive the next gen console war?
Gotcha.
That's the question.
That's the golden question. Yeah. What do you think, Apollo?
Dang.
I see you smiling. I know you want to hear what you're thinking, man.
You're saying thin ice. You're saying they're not making sales, right?
Yes, it's underperforming. I mean, there's nothing.
So they're already not surviving.
They're just waiting to see what's gonna happen.
I mean, I only see them, and it's Google, right? So Google's smart. They're gonna bounce back. I think they're probably gonna put out something new, the same thing, but just the new version of it. To me, cloud gaming is the future. Personally, I feel like it just is what it is.
It's just the next step.
Yeah. We're just in the beginning stages of it, I think. It won't survive this one, like I said. This next, what did you say? Console war?
Yes.
Console wars.
Yeah.
PS5, Xbox, Nintendo. Nintendo might come out.
Yeah.
Nintendo's really strong right now,
on the
man.
side. Yeah, you just never know.
See, the 129 thing, it's that's good. That's cool.
It's a good
But
price.
the
Good
thing
price,
that
right?
gets me, it's the buying games thing. What would be cool is if they had a subscription service where you paid and you had access to games.
Oh, okay.
That's next level, because you're not buying games anymore. It's a whole new thing.
Gotcha.
That would be sick. I think that would really save them in some sort of way. If they start doing that, you're gonna get people who don't play games. There's a subscription service that you do, and you have all these games already. You have access to all these games instead of individually buying them, kind of like Netflix does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a model that you can use for gaming.
I think I like where you're headed with that idea. I think two other things should be done to be able to help them out, to give them a better fighting chance. Number one, like you said, lack of titles, right? So what these guys need to do is they need to really be able to strike a deal with hard hitting titles,
Yeah.
like we mentioned earlier, the new Call of Duty, the new Halo 5,
Some exclusive stuff.
Yeah, they need to come out with some bangers to be able to grab people's attention.
Yeah,
that's their main problem. Because personally, I hadn't heard of this until about a year and a half ago. But once they can get that ball rolling, they just have to get their foot in the door, basically.
Gotcha.
And that can help create a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Where they get more and more.
And
people.
if you ask regular folk, you ask them what Stadia is, they're like, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
You ask them what a PS5, PS4, whatever, they'll be like, oh yeah, my son has one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the second point I wanted to make was going off of what you said, a subscription service,
which does exist.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Oh wow.
It's free for play. Now I don't think it exists. I don't think they started it when it first released.
Okay.
So in that case, yes, they didn't have a subscription based when they first came out. You had to buy the games right out of hand.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
But now, play for free. You get instant access to a collection of games with 2 months. There was Stadia Pro, $9.99 a month after the trial.
So if you have this subscription service, most likely you just have access to.
You have access to most of the games, most of their pro line games.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Like Battlegrounds, Destiny 2, Grid, stuff like that. So
all right, some alright games, some
good games. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Now will all the new games be on this?
Probably
Cyberpunk? No, most definitely not.
Nah.
No, not at all. These are just their.
They get an exclusive deal though. Like if they got like the new Halo game on there exclusively, everybody gonna buy it. They did something like that.
It'll definitely like create a lot of foot traffic for them.
Yeah, I don't think Google can take Halo though.
Well,
So,
I think
see.
it's cool as well.
Yeah, dude, they would have to like.
Yeah,
They'd have to sell the company to get
It's Google,
exclusive
though.
rights.
bro.
It's Google.
It is true though.
Google got money.
Yeah,
Halo's Microsoft. Though.
that's also true.
That's like.
Oh snap!
yeah,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so what I was saying, like going back to what I was trying to say, to add with the subscription service,
Yeah.
you know what would be really smart? Because they're already teamed up with YouTube, right? So they should do like something where like if they can get X amount of like streamers, exclusive YouTube streamers to play certain games to push their product,
Okay.
that could also help create more spotlight on them.
Oh, okay.
And then for people who have a subscription service,
Yeah.
they can give them discounts for already being a subscriber. So like if they see like their favorite streamer playing a new game on the Stadium platform, they themselves can like get it at a discount because they're already subscribed to it.
Yeah.
So like, you know, just working in conjunction with what they already have set in place could really benefit them.
That's interesting.
And that definitely does make sense because I mean, Stadia has those functions to where you can record your gameplay and everything.
Exactly.
All in ease right here.
Yeah.
The controllers, I mean, they all have these
The
functions.
controller
to do
looks
that.
exactly like it's like an Xbox One
Yeah,
controller.
yeah, definitely. And
So it's going to be very familiar for people who would want to like try to make the switch. Like it's not like they have to get used to some like weird controller.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll feel familiar to them in their hands.
I just think it's kind of funny because you can look at like Twitch streamers and they're like, guys, I'm playing on a Stadia. Like, come on, join me.
Join me on Stadia.
Join me on Stadia.
Wait, so there's people who play on Stadia can only play with Stadia players? Is that the only way it works?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that.
Oh,
some
you
of the
mean
games,
like there's no cross-platform? Is
Yeah.
that what you're
some of the
asking?
games probably are cross-platform.
Okay.
But on some of them,
I
probably
think that's if they somehow get into the if they somehow are able to get all games on this, like even Xbox and PlayStation, but I don't think they would allow them to do that unless it's
definitely not.
because then it takes away people from Xbox. It takes
Exactly.
away people from PlayStation.
Exactly. I mean, you know, that's the whole point of having exclusive titles, man. It
Right.
builds
Yeah.
that loyalty
right.
for the companies.
Stadia,
It's interesting.
I also like what you said that you believe cloud gaming is the future.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely think it is headed in that direction, but unfortunately, I feel like this product is just too early in the stages.
The reason I say that as well is because like the idea of that, because back in the day, right, we would have to wait till we got home to play games. Now
You
it's
can get
like
it instantly.
yeah.
That's
Midnight
crazy.
release, you can download it instantly.
The second I
That's
saw
insane,
Call of Duty
guys.
on
Yeah.
Call of Duty Mobile, I was like, this blew my mind. I was like, what in the world? Like, it looks like you're playing
Yeah.
on my freaking 4K
Dude,
TV.
oof, man.
It's insane. So the idea of like you're on the bus playing
You're on the
Call
toilet.
of Duty on the toilet, and you're like, IG, hold up, and you still playing the same game,
Yeah.
and then you go back to your living room, still playing the same game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the way eventually. So it's interesting how they're gonna like try to like survive, like you said, the console wars, because there's a lot of brand new stuff coming,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they have a lot to like. They still have a long way to go to
Yeah.
be able to make this like the next thing.
Because that's what basically Nintendo Switch is doing. It's like cloud gaming in some sort of way, because you can take your game, take it with you, and then you just
Oh yeah.
now it's on your
On
TV.
Put it on the
Okay.
dock, and now it's
I
on
see
your
that,
TV.
yeah. For no, definitely the first technology that's done that.
That's sick.
Gives you that opportunity. Yeah, no wire, just the dock.
Yeah.
Easy, seamless, right?
So they're probably trying to do that, but not because Nintendo is more PG, like more,
Yeah.
So they're trying to do that for regular games like Call of Duty or whatever.
So what year do you guys think that this will hit off correct? What year do you guys think this is the
Jesus, man.
5 years from now? Like,
5 or
this
10.
is gonna be the right thing?
Yeah, I'd say 5.
About
At
5?
least 5.
Really?
Yeah.
To
25?
like work out everything, like all the kinks and stuff.
If anything, what's gonna happen is gonna be PlayStation or Sony and Microsoft starting to getting into that market. They're gonna have
they
to
start
start
offering their own versions of cloud-based gaming.
They will at one
I
point.
see.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
There's no way they won't.
Yeah, no, man. Where there's money to be made, companies will go, man.
But think about it, like it costs you it costs them to make them consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already have just a small little hard drive that you do,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
That's also another point that I wanted to touch on was one of the good things that this thing has going for it is not only the price point but also the portability of it. You know, like you said, it's just a Google Chromecast thing that you plug into a TV, and you can pretty much take this anywhere. You know, you can take this to your friend's house, have a game night. You know, take it to other places. You know, it's just portable.
Yeah,
and at a fairly decent price point.
And you can't do that with a Switch because you have to have that that dock,
the
whatever
dock thing, and then all the cables. Whereas this one, you just literally plug it into the back, which is also really good because most people nowadays have 4K TVs, and so pretty much anywhere you go, you're gonna be able to plug that bad boy into a 4K television. So.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got a few things going for it for sure.
Definitely, bro.
It's definitely in the early stages of the product life cycle.
I think that's what it is. That's why it's not doing so well because it's the early stages.
Yeah,
this is new to us.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah,
that's a bar.
I just can't wait for us all of us to be like, bro, you gonna get that?
I said it's a bar.
Just kidding. Can you guys imagine just be like, bro, I got the new Stadia 10.
That don't sound.
Got the new Stadia 25.
Right now we laughing, but like cuts it's 5 years and we look dumb.
Somebody's gonna come back to this video and be like, "Yeah, these guys called it."
Got the new Stadia.
Yeah, I don't know about that name. Stadia sounds like Dreamcast or something. Like
hey,
the
Dreamcast is nice though. I like the name.
Who played Dreamcast now? It don't even exist.
Well, I mean, back then,
or Sega Genesis. Like it sounds like that.
Maybe a cooler name then.
3DO. That was a game system.
3DO.
3DO.
Yep.
That sounds like a Star Wars character.
Hey, man.
Maybe something cloud pun related,
Stadia.
like a cloud pun.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Something like that.
The Stratus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
what are the name of the clouds?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's some like specific names.
Yeah, there's like 4 different types of clouds.
Yeah.
I call them clouds.
Call them clouds.
Cloud9.
Yeah,
all right.
Oh, okay.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
No, maybe.
It's like, yo, you got that new Cloud9?
Esports organization, but
Oh.
Also another thing that they could throw in there is, you know how they already have like their Google Homes and stuff. They could integrate that better. So like for example, you could be like, "Hey Google, turn on my Stadia and start X game."
Since it is a Chromecast, I'm pretty sure they probably have some sort of functions with that.
Nice.
But I'd love to see that if they can do
It's interesting.
make it seem probably a little bit better, improve the functionality.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how cloud gaming just evolves over time. It's gonna be cool.
It's also gonna be cool, man, because it's like now, if that gets popular, that's less clutter you have to deal with. Also, I think that's pretty cool. Like
no more cables, no more like 20
cutting the
cables.
cable kind of thing.
One little like USB
to the back of the TV.
Back of the TV controller. You're good to go.
It's like, bro, my HDMI cable is messed up. All right, just now you have this little USB and that's it.
Got to plug in those AV cords or something like that.
I bet it sounds really good. Like if people have like really good sound system connected to their TVs too.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That we went from like blowing into a cartridge to now we just have a friggin' hard drive.
Little
that's
USB.
It. USB, yeah, my bad. Man.
All right. Well, we'll definitely see where Google takes this, guys. So, guys, if you have any questions on Stadia or anything, just write them down below. We'll try to get you going.
Yeah, if you personally have a Stadia already, let us know. Like, how do you like it?
Yeah, and what would you like? What do you not like?
What would you? Yeah, what would you improve on it?
Yeah,
that'd be interesting to read.
Yeah.
All right.